Groove Hour. Hello, hello, Patriots. We just did 2 hours on Red State Radio with Tori Says. We're energized. We're pumped. We got Cohen talking right now. We're going to have to, revisit that, but we've had some Q posts yesterday. We kind of want to go through that, and I am going to actually bring in my partner in justice, Shady Groove. Hello, Shady. Welcome to the Matrixxx Groove Hour, my friend.
Matrixxx, what an amazing day yesterday, my friend. We have literally brought your voice to the center of the beast, New York City, on a billboard. intheMatrixxx.com, Shady Groove, intheMatrixxx, on a billboard. What do you think about that, man? I don't know if I got any sleep last night, man.
I didn't get any sleep either, Shady, and it was absolutely amazing. Let me actually go to Twitter real quick and show everybody what we're talking about. Here is the video right here. I hope you can see that. That is basically in Times Square. That is above. It's a Lamar billboard. It's Red State Radio approved. We were guests today, and it says at Shady Groove, at intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com, and it says Q Army Live. And that's you guys. It's us. It's we are the news now. You are the news now. This is absolutely amazingness. Thank you to Scott Adams, Tori Says, Carpe Dunkum, everybody that helped get this video up there. Because if we were to pay for that, Shady, I mean that's right above. That's right next to Dave and Buster's and Ripley's Believe It or Not in Times Square.
Man, and just the idea that Q is on the billboard. Tori, we were just on her show, like he was mentioning. She is so great, and really just allows us to say what it is that we want to say. And we are going to support platforms that do not censor us and allow us to speak truth to power. And we are finding a lot of those voices out there, Red State Radio being one of those, and to help you guys get the word out to people walking around on the streets of New York to see that Q is everywhere. Q is everywhere. You guys are under every rock, behind every stone. That is who you are, the informed public. And what a beautiful thing it is for all of us to be experiencing this together in real time.
That's right. And look, there's the whole video right there. 38,000 views. It's triggering people. I heard it's triggering Anderson Vanderbilt as well. People are complaining about this billboard. Oh, man. Badge of honor. Military grade.
Yeah, and that's really the tweet that Tori did yesterday went crazy, man. Like lots and lots of people saw that, passed it around the Q community. Even Joe M made a comment there. The unity that we're seeing among people who are coming to the message. That's what's amazing, Matrixxx. I'm now interacting with people that 2 to 3 weeks ago were telling me that, I only found this information a month ago, and now they're sending me links to information that's current. And that's the beauty of this this whole endeavor that is Q, is the network that we have built with all of you guys. And this was a fun day for Matrixxx and I yesterday, and hopefully lots more to come. We plan on bringing the voice of Q to the people, and the people are thirsty for true information. And our president has trolled the media into being so discredited now that normal, middle of the road, free thinking Americans are like, what is going on here? And how can I plug into this conversation, because it doesn't seem right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say hello to everybody out there. Stormy Joe Patriot. Hello. Vega. Hello. Thank you guys for having your wrenches on today. Pamela, we are praying for Trump and his administration. Debful says Democrats want to ban everything, replying to Mary Beckham. God bless all patriots. Ricky Von Sox, God bless you. Melanie Del Vecchio, hello. We got Go for Broke from Feeling, Minnesota. That's awesome. Poussant is out there. Hello, Poussant. TJ Mullen Lob, how are you? I see Q people over there. You guys are awesome. I want JT Wild is in the house. What's up? Where we go one, we go all.
Enable Abe over there on Periscope has asked if I am Bill Mitchell's superhero alter ego. The answer to that question is no. I am not Bill Mitchell's super alter ego.
Yeah, in fact, I just went under a Bill Mitchell post saying, "Hey, I'm now in the top 200. Bill, you ready to interview me now?" So, let's see what happens with that. We've got a lot of pain to bring. Lisa Kolinek on YouTube here says, love Matrixxx and Grooove. Thank you very much. Vega's here again. I think I said Vega. That's my dude right there. What's up, brother? And then we've got Grandpa C. Hello, hello. And who was over there at Periscope? You want to give some shout outs on Periscope?
There's a lot of people over here on Periscope. There's Kelly from Florida. We've got, let's see, who else we got here? Alicia Stanley, Where We Go One, We Go All. Hi from England, Texas.
Alicia.
From Connecticut. Aussies, McMahon. Lots and lots of folks out there joining us, Matrixxx. So many great people. Like I said, thirsty for information and thirsty for to discuss things in a normal way, like we would have a conversation around a dinner table, as opposed to information being directed at you like, you've got to listen to this.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've had some amazing Q posts. I'm sticking it right here on the Pay Sewer America for Sale. The very second I said the word Pay Sewer, I've been attacked. Cruise on over to intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. I like how Jordan Sather says it, intheMatrixxx. Cruise over to intheMatrixxx.com with 3 X's. Check out that Pay Sewer stuff if you haven't already. Jody Moran says, love this program with a bunch of hearts. Thank you. Joanna Oyen says, love the show. Mike P, what's up, my friend? We've got a lot of people out here. Wow, we just are. I'm so thankful for you guys here, where we can all, like Shady said, just have a forum to discuss our findings, discuss what we're doing, discuss what our president is doing, and discuss what the Q movement is up to. And with that, there's the billboard again, Shady. We're in Times Square.
Let's just leave it up.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Joe M had that meme at Storm is Upon Us. Joe M, much love for the idea. This actually triggered Tori to say, hey, let's do it. So she put a Q on her name, and then she said, guys, I want you guys, since you guys are coming on Wednesday, and we just finished the show, I'll put the broadcast down below in the YouTube comments after the show is done. We just did a great show with her. She's amazing. She actually helped us get our website in Times Square. Oh, and our Anon names, Shady, and the Q Army. So
Q Army,
yeah, and
standing strong in the center of the belly of the beast.
in Q York City. Yeah, it's gonna turn. We're gonna turn
Come
New
on,
York.
say it like Bill Clinton.
Q York City. Yeah, so they can inhale some of that, and you can define Q. I don't know how to define Q, but I better go look it up. So go find out who Q is. If you're new to Q, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to Matrixxx Groove Hour. I tell you, Shady and I had to call Mama Matrixxx as well. Mama Matrixxx was so excited for us. It was an amazing conversation last night, Shady, when we were freaking out.
I got to call somebody. I don't know where to take it to. Nobody listens to me.
Oh, they're listening, Shady. They are listening. All right. So with that, let's kind of cruise over to, we've got a bunch of Q posts yesterday. It's Q posts for 2/26. This will be my thread for Tuesday, February 26, 2019. Puppet and Puppet Master and more. Let's go. And obviously intheMatrixxx.com. If you're not there yet, check it out, because we are red pilling the masses. Over there, here on Twitter, here on YouTube, over there on Facebook, when people bring our stuff over there. This stuff is for free. There's no paywall. Come on over, join it, and be a part of it. This is amazing. So Q Post 2899 is the Puppet and Puppet Master post by Q, and it has Dianne Feinstein, and what was her name again? Senator from, she's the senator from... It says in the Murkowski. Thank you, Senator Murkowski from Alaska. She's R out of Alaska, and notice that she did not go to the vote. And was she worried about what this evil person that had her backed up against the wall? And look at this stance right here, guys. And Q says, TheHill.com, home news, Senate Murkowski to vote for a resolution blocking Trump's emergency declaration, and she didn't show up to vote. So this is the article that Q brought us to. Shady, any commentary on this?
Well, I
from you.
wanted to, just give you the snip out of the headline here. Murkowski said Tuesday that she will support a resolution blocking President Trump's emergency declaration to construct the U.S.-Mexico border wall. Asked if she was supporting the resolution, Murkowski said that she is. The House is expected to pass a resolution of disapproval to block the national emergency declaration later Tuesday. That was yesterday, kicking the vote to the Senate. So Q is showing us, pointing us back to the control, the puppets and the puppet masters. And, this is, you can imagine that this moment right here, where you're seeing Feinstein corner her during the Kavanaugh hearings, Q is pointing back to this and saying, remember who's controlling who here. And, interesting too, Matrixxx, and as a side note, while we're talking about Feinstein, did you see the thing that happened this week with the kids that confronted her on Feinstein? So
Offered
it
her,
looks,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, so that looks like an organized AOC campaign, like had these kids lined up and surprised Feinstein, approaching her with this Green New Deal thing, and they got her kind of worked up, kind of hot under the collar. She lost her cool, and actually there was an adult there with the kids who was pressing her a little bit on it and caught her off guard. So that was one of the few times that I've ever witnessed Miss Feinstein be uh, like outside of the control, this evil stare that she's got right here. She kind of has been there for the whole time. But interesting moment, I thought. Like I said, I'm just viewing things objectively, but that moment, pressing her on the Green New Deal, and she was standing there saying, I've been in this for 30 years, kind of showing that that was unexpected. And these people that are in positions like this do not like the unexpected, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you zoom there, and Stormy Joe's pointing it out too, yes, I do have this in my thread. This gentleman right here has a camera phone
Mm-hmm.
who probably took this picture.
From turned around, even maybe.
Yeah, so we had this drop. This is a redrop right here, but these are new. So very interesting. Let's go to the thread and see what I got next in here. Yeah, so this is the Puppet Master and Puppet Pictures right here. This the guy that took the bottom pick? And this is what Patriot Joe is talking about out there. Also, TJ Molinley basically brought up a good point. I know we're all very passionate about this movement. Please help us by staying clean on the chat, if you will. Even though I am all for free speech, YouTube isn't. So they're looking for ways to stop us. So please, I know you're excited, but let's use George Carlin words, the 7 words of George Carlin, right? So thank you guys very much. Keep it clean as possible. We love you. Even though, we want to share the out of this video, we can't say that. So much love to you, Digital Patriot out there. I appreciate your comment. It was held for review. Just keep it clean, man. We love you, brother. Thank you. So did this guy take the picture? And if you look at it, it looks like that gentleman right there did take this picture. He's got the phone. He's looking at the outcome of the picture, and there it is. So I thought that was very, very interesting. Going along, then we've got this next one, and I'm going to go up to the actual one here. This is 2900. It's a war for your mind, where we heard that before, right? So exactly when did Spike Lee find out that Trump was a racist white supremacist? And look at him there. That's Cheech Marin, by the way. That's weird. Cheech from Cheech and Chong hanging out with Spike Lee, and there's our president right there before he was president. Here's Spike Lee hanging out with Melania and our president, and there's Spike Lee. Looks like they were friends because he probably wanted to be on The Apprentice. And he said, "Good question. Truth versus lies. The propaganda war for your mind." Q.
And that's look at the disparity again coming out of the awards ceremonies this past week. Look at how they're everything this guy says is some sort of sideways race baiting commentary. There's nothing good enough. Everything is somehow related to race. Q has talked about this whole reformations thing. You can hear this chatter already coming up. The Democrats are going to bring up this, we're going to give everybody all of this. It's like, where are you going to get it from? What are you talking about? Let's take a drive down any street in California and look at the people living beside the roads and not able to afford a house or not able to afford to actually just live in their whole state because of the siphoning off of all the funding for anything, infrastructure failing. So, this is an imprint. You guys want to know what these people, you want to share with your friends, some people you love, what these people want to do to your country. I would suggest take them to California, drive around for a little while, because you're going to see real quick exactly what their intentions were and are still on their side for America, including this whole vote that just happened with these guys that all, came down on the side of not us not being able to save a 9-month-old human. So, the depravity is thick and it is deep, and we are pointing it out, and we are appreciative to have the platform here to be able to share it with all of you guys and to have your voices to share it with other people, because it's the truth. It's what's going on.
Absolutely. And since we are the real news now, we take a little break from Q Post and show that thousands greet Donald Trump after landing in Vietnam for Kim Jong-un summit. Look at these people protesting. They are so excited to see our commander-in-chief and wish that they have one like ours as well.
In their streets. I mean, think about the history here, man. Think about what we did, guys. Okay, people that are out there, people that are in the war, older people that were manipulated. What we're talking about here is the truth, and the truth is the truth, and the truth is the Vietnam War was a staged setup, a deep state op, just like the Korean War, just like World War II, just like World War I, just like the Civil War. All of these things are not humans fighting humans. These are deep state bankers taking control of areas like the game Risk, and they view it like the game Risk, and they view you as the sheep. So let me tell you right now, you seeing people like this excited on the streets of Vietnam is because they see freedom on the horizon. They see an American president in their city, and they are overwhelmed with joy that freedom, because the president represents that, guys. Every place that man steps, he represents freedom for the world because he's standing up for it, and he's the only one voicing it. This is amazing, Matrixx. I saw a lot of this stuff this morning. I really wish I got to get out here and get dug into more of what's going on over there in the opposite timeline, and us being so busy over here.
Yeah, look what Trump wrote too on Twitter. He said, "Just arrived in Vietnam. Thank you for all the people for the great reception in Hanoi. Tremendous crowds and so much love."
So much love.
Much love, President Trump. Love it. So that's absolutely very amazing right there. Real news. We are going to report the actual real news. Acosta says North Koreans were clearly not happy when the American press was set up at the Melia Hotel in Hanoi. As we heard earlier, Kim Jong-un is staying in a hotel. He just arrived per fake news. Okay, so
I think look at this. I might be off base on this, man, but I think that maybe Kim put in a word to the president. He's like, "Hey, you're having so much fun over there trolling the mainstream media. Is there any way that I could possibly troll him?" Trump's like, "Well, maybe we'll get them to set up in the place where you're going to stay, and then whenever you get there, you tell them all that they can't stay there." And Kim's like, "Oh, that'd be great."
Right. In translation, Acosta says the U.S. press is being booted out of the hotel where we have spent days setting up our workspace. Sorry, Acosta.
Winning.
Maybe we can get some press passes over there and have 5x5 5-star status up there, huh? Wait,
yeah, I promise that I would represent properly, Matrixx. You would too, right?
Absolutely. Because we are the news now. You are the news now. We are showing you that thousands flocked to see President Donald Trump arrive in Vietnam on Tuesday for the diplomatic summit with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. And I would like to call him freed clown dictator. So there's more to that, obviously, as we know. The strings have been cut. I also, really quick, I thought this was interesting. I saw this posted on the Chan boards. Let's take a listen to this real quick, Shady.
And we did have only Christians in our midst. If we expelled every non-Christian from the United States of America, whose Christianity would we teach in the schools? Would it be James Dobson's or Al Sharpton's? Which passages of Scripture should guide our public policy? Should we go with Leviticus, which suggests slavery is okay, and that eating shellfish is an abomination? Or we could go with Deuteronomy, which suggests stoning your child if he strays from the faith? Or should we just stick to the Sermon on the Mount, a passage that is so radical that it's doubtful that our own Defense Department would survive its application. So before we get carried away, let's read our Bibles now. Folks haven't been reading their Bible.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of important to show, you know, how they really think of us guys. Shady, do you have any comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. I think that most folks paying attention to it can see exactly what it is.
Yep. Yeah, and Guardians of Intelligence says Obama equals CIA concoction. Absolutely. Jeff O'Brien says, turn this clown off. I'm sorry. Eye bleach coming, guys. We will move along. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. So why didn't Murkowski vote, right? So here's an anon, brilliant anon. Senate fails to pass the Born Alive bill by 53 to 44. The Senate has failed to pass the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, which would have required doctors to provide medical care to infants born alive after an attempted abortion procedure. The bill, sponsored by Senator Ben Sass, R. Nebraska, and co-sponsored by 49 of his fellow Republican senators, needed 60 votes to overcome the legislative filibuster. Just 3 Democrats crossed the aisle to vote with Republicans in favor of the legislation. Bob Casey Jr., Pennsylvania, thank you, sir. Joe Manchin, West Virginia, thank you, sir. And Doug Jones, Alaska, thank you, sir. All 6 Democrat senators running for the 2020 presidential nomination voted against the bill. Cory Booker, New Jersey; Sherrod Brown, Ohio; Christian Gillibrand, New York; Kamala Harris, California; Amy Klobuchar, Minnesota; and Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren of Massachusetts. 3 Republican senators did not vote on the bill, and that's Kevin Cramer of North Dakota, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, and Tim Scott of South Carolina. Flame them, guys. Get them. If you're in those states, go call them right now. According to their communications directors, both Cramer and Scott missed the vote due to flight delays. But if you look at this, what Q just posted, look at Feinstein in the kill box, what she's doing to Lisa Murkowski, right? And you look at the Q post 2897. If a baby is born alive, doesn't he or she have automatic entitlement as a human being to life-saving measures? If a baby is born alive, isn't it murder to kill him or her? Why is this bill even needed? Don't doctors take the Hippocratic oath? And Q said POTUS is currently evaluating legal options regarding executive order. Watch the news. How can anyone support such evil? Our president said Senate Democrats just voted against legislation to prevent the killing of newborn infant children. The Democrat position on abortion is now so extreme they don't mind executing babies after birth. This will be remembered as one of the most shocking votes in the history of Congress. If there is one thing that we should all agree on, is it protecting the life of innocent babies. And this anon points to this Q post. It says these people are sick and evil by Q, and also brings up 1495. And it says this. Shady, do you want to read 1495?
I'm not on 1495, but I can be there.
Sorry about that. I'll get it right now. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive at these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for the light and transient causes. And accordingly all experiences hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to the right themselves by abolishing forms to which they are accustomed. But when the long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariability the same object, evidence, a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security. Q. You're the new guards. The old guard.
Right. And this is what the president is doing. This is what we are doing. You'll hear us talk about this, but we understand the structure. They've taught people that there is no real structure, that it's just a system, and the system is the system, and the system is your constitution, but that's not the case. The system is a parasite attached to your republic. And once you understand what it means to have a republic, and if you could only imagine an actual republic existing in the United States of America where you are equal under the law, and a state cannot prosecute you, and a state cannot condemn you, and a state cannot stand in judgment of you, that was our Constitution. We had a remedy in law system, a common law system that functioned per someone being injured or property being damaged. Outside of that purview, court system really wasn't a part of anything. The money reality wasn't part of the court. The court didn't receive funds for processing your case. Okay, this is a closed loop insiders only system, and that whole system is a parasite. It has not compromised your republic. It has not taken your republic. Your republic exists at the foundation of your document of freeing us from England, and we have to return to it, and we have to stand up for it. This right here it means exactly what it says. It doesn't mince words there. There's no breathing constitution. This is real, guys.
And we forgot our power. And right. Q is teaching us what our power was. We, the people, forgot our power. And when a government becomes destructive to these ends, which means life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and rights are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. When you're born, you get those unalienable rights, and they're taking them away. What kind of country, world are we living in, folks?
And imagine, just to throw this out there, this is going on here in America, okay? This is happening here. People are brainwashed here. Now imagine what's going on in the rest of the world where there is no eyes. All right. Now what's going on in China? What's going on in Iran? What's going on in other deep state controlled organizations and countries? Okay. This is the game. The game is to move people and people parts around the world for a profit. That's what they're trading in. So this is part of it. This is an ugly part of it. What you're seeing, the attention being brought to this is amazing, but have you noticed the pivot? No one in your media has any interest in this. Look at immediately after this stuff came out, and what did they do? They tried to pivot and throw someone under the bus because they put shoe polish on their face in high school. We used to be able to dress up. We used to be able to be ridiculous. We used to be able to make fun of each other. We used to be able to laugh. We used to be able to know that it wasn't meant ill of another. But we all have stereotypes. All of us are stuck on stupid at some point. And it's good to be self-aware, and it's good to be acknowledging, and it's good to be apologetic, and it's good to be able to hold yourself responsible for your actions. And I think Q has brought us a long way in that, to hold people responsible for their actions. And that's what you're seeing with, a couple of the posts we're getting ready to go into here. Kind of fun how, people think they're so slick and so funny, but, we got some stuff up our sleeve, everyone. And, for people out there that are really on the edge of your seat or grinding about this whole Michael Cohen thing that's going on today, relax. Understand.
Get the popcorn.
Get your popcorn and watch them flop around and make fools of themselves. That's exactly what we want them doing. Panic. They are not convincing us, and they're not really turning any people who are for the president against him with this.
Panic.
Panic.
All right, Shady. You ready for 2901? Why don't you take that?
I'm ready for 2901, Matrixxx. And this one is, to be in this movement is just crazy. But, this whole thing with Spike Lee is ridiculous. But Q says in 2901, internal civil war in the kill box. All out assault against the duly elected president of the United States. We have never experienced anything like this in our history. And that is true. We have not. Treason and sedition at the highest levels of office throughout many departments. F+D. Propaganda armed fake news media in the kill box of the Democratic Party in full attack mode. No facts, only statements.
F+D is foreign and domestic, correct?
Foreign and domestic. Propaganda arm fake news media of the Democratic Party limit sheep you from learning the truth. Propaganda arm fake news media of the Democratic Party retain control of the narrative, control over you. Look at this. Everything is being directed to try to control the narrative. House Dems in full attack mode, no facts, only statement. Senate Dems in full attack mode, no facts, only statements. This is their last stand, all caps. Fear of prosecution, fear of the public learning the truth, fear of losing power, bribes, blackmail, threats, etc., all being deployed. We are at war, all caps. Q. Fake news, fake narrative versus real news, the truth. Simple. We're not teaching physics here, and we're not breaking open quantum computers. This is simple, very simple. We've had a conversation splintered, and we're working on putting the conversation back together. And you, patriots, anons, presidents, trying to wrestle the narrative away from the morons. It's pretty simple. Yeah. We're trying to get it, and they don't want to let go of it. And this is the way we're breaking them, is the speed that President Trump moves at. He's staying ahead of their ability to spin something against him. Constantly barrage. They can't, it doesn't hold any water. Look how we're moving so fast. Look at what we're talking about right now compared to what we were talking about a week ago, compared to what we were talking about 2 weeks ago. How fast is this conversation moving? We're getting through these subjects and we're finding out, look, oh, we're not divided on that. Oh, nope, we're not divided on that. Oh, nope, none of us really think the president's a racist. Oh, nope, we're not into allowing people to kill children. Okay, next. Okay, here we go. They're exposed. They're exposed on all sides. And this Cohen thing is really showing it.
Yep, we are at war, and there's people in full attack mode. Not only in the House and the Senate, on Twitter, on YouTube, they're panicking, folks, and they're just using statements, no facts, as we know. We want to make sure you guys, TravCon's been watching the Cohen testimony. What a bunch of BS. Absolutely, Trav. We're gonna do probably a little bit on that later, not today, but as we take it all in. But you're watching a movie. You're watching a well scripted movie. Get your popcorn, and that brings us into 2902. The truth is before your eyes. Now, you need to look at this meme here. It says 6 explosive uranium-1 facts. Secretary Clinton betrayed America. 1. The former head of Russia's uranium company made 4 hidden donations to the Clinton Foundation totaling $2.35 million. 2. Bill Clinton bagged a $500,000 speech in Moscow paid for by a Kremlin-backed bank. 3. The FBI has discovered evidence that Russian nuclear industry officials engaged in bribery, kickbacks, extortion, and money laundering. 4. The Clinton Foundation received $145 million from foreign investors involved in the uranium deal. 5. FBI agents have an eyewitness and documents to support the most explosive parts of the uranium story. 6. Clinton mega donor Frank Holmes lied about selling uranium-1 before Clinton approved the Russian transfer. I mean, I don't know if you're understanding this. They say Trump has stuff going on with Russia, and then
he's colluding.
Right, and then Q goes on to say, after this meme is put up there, it says, Q team says, when the real truth regarding Russian collusion is right in front of you, but the fake news media prevents public awareness, conformity, and behavior. Q. We are the real news now. You Anons are the real news now. Get this stuff and get it out there. And that's what we're trying to do along with you guys. It's amazing. Look at that. Who's the Russian collusion, Shady?
I would recommend that people realize what the president means when he says a witch hunt.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
we're talking about something very real. It's funny because he's trolling them with it. But you know, as Stormy Patriot came on the Q Lounge and showed you a lot of the last week, it showed you a lot of the stuff on Mueller. He's out there right now, but to take it down a notch with your friends and give them something that they can see, to understand that, you know, the media is saying that Mueller is their hero for 2 years. Now, all of a sudden, turning him on his ear, they're saying they're going to subpoena the report. It's like, I don't think you're going to have to subpoena the report. I think that's just more fodder. We're going to release the report. It's going to be open. There's no reason to hide the report. If they didn't find anything on the president, what do you have to hide? You have to hide the information about which one of these people knew what when.
Guardians of Intelligence says when Mueller uncloaks, jaws will drop. I think you're right, Guardians. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, we are just really looking at this stuff. The POTUS is hunting the witch, Cindy Holcomb. Yep. So she retorted to your comment there, Shady. Very well said. Here we go to 2903, Shady, and this is the POTUS meeting with Kim in Vietnam. It will be historic. So an Anon says, feeling like Anons in the U.S. will be up late tonight following Q/POTUS, or POTUS/Q in Vietnam. Q team responds, it's going to be historic. Planned long ago. In kill box, -21. Within the next 21 days, big happenings are going to take place. Q.
This is one of the first times he has actually put us on a timeline 2 days, like intending, you know, writing out a script. This is about 9 days ago since the 30-day marker we were talking about earlier on Tory, with the different markers and the way you have stop lines to say, okay, we're counting down, we get to 17, and then something moves, we hold at 17, operation moves forward upon approach. This is Q saying that 21 days from now, which is going to be, I think, the 18th, 19th of March, is going to be the fireworks exposed. And we know it's going to be going from Mueller report to D-class to OIG and then into Uranium-1, which opens up this whole bag of worms that we were just looking at a second ago with what's going on in Uranium-1. I mean, we're not even getting, you know, Matrixxx, it's interesting because we don't really have, we're covering the surfaces now. Like, we have so much information on all these backstories to every single thing that's going to come out. It's just like, you know, we get on a new subject and it kind of just rolls in your head. You're like, wow, all this information, and wow, all that information, you know, this Insignia Gate information, you know, the WikiLeaks stuff, the file names connecting to WikiLeaks cables from the pictures Q is dropping. So much stuff is going on, but Q's keeping us laser focused. This is really good. It's really good for you guys out there to keep us focused with in line with the narrative and how we're trying to struggle with that grasp. Also building your support and keeping us together and showing us that it's not going to be, you know, willy-nilly, something in the news happens and then we're all guessing how it is we frame it. He's showing us, he's stepping out, he's showing us a way to frame it. So it's really good.
That's right. And here's that calendar post that Q dropped. It says timeline attached. What has since occurred, future proves past, track and update, think calendar. And, you know, we can kind of just run through this really quick. It's 2681, the actual original post, on February 9th, 2019, with the -30, -45, -60, -90. Blockade removal, Scaramucci model. RR removal, goodbye number 2, number 1 oversight of Mueller. Or removal, 124 removal. Bar install, that happened. Bar with Whitaker, review Rod Rosenstein notes regarding strong reservations to D-class due to source and methods, plus foreign classification. Irreparable harm. OIG review prior to executing order. Could that be, you know, the executive order, executing the order? Bar with Whitaker, pull D-class review assignment from OIG. And they'll cite executive order from POTUS does not require special oversight. DOJ/FBI Ray fully capable in reviewing and commenting regarding the op integrity, sources and methods, etc. Barr executes an order to declass and provide members of the House Committee long requested supplemental documentation in classified setting, scope memo plus classified, as required by U.S. law. Whitaker remained DOJ senior staff. That also happened. Barr meeting Huber and OIG. OIG report. House Dems threatened to subpoena of Barr and Whitaker regarding D-class, special counsel report, Huber, etc. House D's used subpoena power to Acts 1, 2, and 3, spill plus 30. Meeting with North Korea. That's happening now. D-nuke, planned process, sanctions lift meets subject A, B, food for people, and aid. UK and Australia narrative shift regarding in-country spy campaign versus POTUS. Hops 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to target. The D sky is falling push to public, to you and I, to public. Scare to control. Projection, saying Russia, 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 because they're projecting. They're saying, you're treasonous, you're seditionist, you're whatever, because they're projecting. Public awakening. That's coming, guys. That's happening right now as we speak. Narrative damage control. They're always doing that right now. Placeholders are active, and we know about those placeholders, and we're going to be filling those in once they start happening. The wall discussion end. Public awareness of the Democrats. Red, green, castle per original plan. Dark to light. Q. So that's the calendar that Q was talking about, in my opinion, with this negative 21. It was planned long ago. It was historic. Shady, do you want to expand on that?
Well, yeah, that is what I was referring to. That was February 9th. So it was actually a minute or two longer than I thought it was since that came out. But yeah, it could be the 30, 45, 60, 90. It's referencing this as a future proofs past. I'm almost thinking this is connected to the placeholders.
Yep. And it's actually been reposted by Q on the 18th. So that was less than 6 days ago, Shady.
Okay, so yeah, so it is okay. Good, right? So that is what I was referring to. All right, for some reason I was like, why is it so far? It was longer ago than I thought, but okay.
Yeah, the original post was longer, but Q just reposted it to track and update, and look at the attached timeline and saying what has since occurred and future proofs past. Track and update. Think calendar. So you were right. Yep. You were dead on, buddy.
Yep. This is going to be fun. This is going to this is not going to require. And we say, when we say fight and when we say, stand up and be heard, we're talking about using your voice, and we're talking about speaking to the people that you love and the people that you talk to day to day. Not necessarily talking about, saying that you got to go stand on the corner of the street and scream and yell at people. I'm talking about take into consideration the folks that you think might can understand what is going on. I mean, at this point, the media has made such donkeys out of themselves. Any normal thinking human being presented with objective facts can understand where we are here. So be kind but speak truth. This is the Mueller thing. Say what if this Mueller thing is nothing? Or you think that why as soon as we started talking about a coup, I mean, in America, on the nightly news, we were talking about a coup for a day. And then now we're talking about some lawyer and this circus that you have up there today, while your president is showing the world how to be peaceful. The world doesn't want to see you being peaceful. If the world sees you being peaceful, it will train itself that we are peaceful. And that is counter to the narrative.
Yep, we're batteries and they're harvesting our negative energy. So be positive. And with that, this was the fourth time, I believe, that Q has posted the Armor of God. And I want to point out that there's no other. He did love his patient, love his kind. But I want to quickly tell my Armor of God story again. In the Armor of God, it was back when it was first posted. It was back on a Sunday when Q posted the Kibbe, the lady that said yes, Obama's birth certificate is real. She actually died in a plane crash. And the POTUS said, wow, amazing, sorry to hear about the people in the plane crash. One person died, and it was Kibbe. We did all the research. We saw the frogman come up and look like grabbed Kibbe. And if I'm saying her name wrong, it is what it is. But basically, we're all kind of sad. And it was all the people that are attacking me too right now in this server that we all were sitting here going, oh my God, we just witnessed a murder. And I said to everybody, I go, hey, let's put on the armor of God. And just then and there, like seconds, minutes later, Q posted for the very first time the armor of God. And then that was on a Sunday. And then Monday, the POTUS got the helmet. And on Wednesday, from the NASCAR driver. And on Wednesday, he got the belt from the wrestler when he was honoring the boxer. And then we dug a little deeper and said, look, he got the sword from Saudi Arabia. Look, he got shoes from New Balance. Look, he got the chest plate from the Army Knights. It's a jersey, right? The Army Knights. That would be a chest plate, right? You know, and oh my gosh, what's the POTUS Shield? Well, there's POTUSShield.org, which is a prayer group. You and your prayers and positive energy towards POTUS are the shield. So I thought this was a very timely post because it might remind people of where we've been and what we're doing. And I want to read it really quick. And Pamela, thank you so much for that. That's Pamela Adams. Thank you for all that you do as well. You are actually helping us upgrade as well. And I'll talk about that in a minute. 2904, the Armor of God prayer. The armor of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything to stand, stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in spirit on all occasions, with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Q.
Truth is light, is love. It is easy. Look inside. Spend a minute every day and look inside and see your truth, your light, and your love, and learn to reflect it. You're not looking to get it. You're looking to give it. Giving it is what gives you the power, not receiving it. We have been trained the opposite. We've been trained like monkeys. We've been trained like animals in cages. We've been trained like sheep, okay? It works the opposite. This is very clear. This movement is very clear. The words that I've spoken on the Q Lounge and with Matrixxx and on all these other programs, they're very clear. Truth is light, is love. It's the same thing. We're all here for those reasons. We're not divided. We're one organism acting as many under the control of a few. We're changing that. It is time to put the few under control of the many. And we're turning this on its head. And this is not a game. This is an information war. Your voices being heard by real people really matters. Matrixxx and I have talked to so many people over the last 6 to 8 months, whether it be Discord, Twitter, or any other platform, going on people's shows, taking phone calls, all of this stuff. The encouragement and the strength and the desire and the patriotism and the love and the truth that is out there is phenomenal. You're not being shown that, but you don't have to be shown that. It's inside you. Begin to reflect it a little bit more efficiently, and we're all going to experience this at the same time. We're preparing for something amazing. Q has prepared us for something amazing. We are on the cusp of it occurring, and I want to send strength and light and truth and love out to you to say that we are strong and we are not diverted at all. And we have taken your voices and we are amplifying your voices. And we stand in that light. We are bringing Q's message straight to the power structure. And I would like for all of you to just take a minute and understand the gravity and the beauty of what you've accomplished over this last 17 months and realize that the future is going to be spectacular for everyone, including the people that hated on you. Responsibility and forgiveness is part of our mission.
Yes, and with that, I'd like to just take a little break and play this real quick.
We have awakened and we've seen the light. We put up a struggle, we put up a fight. It's definitely not over, but it'll be alright. Unite, unite. The new world order can pass away, 'cause we've seen the light for better days. If you don't believe me, then that's okay. I believe in you anyways. Pull back the blinds, read between the lines. If you search deep, you will find the truth. They will come and try to divide us, disinformation to start and scrutinize us, but they got none on us, 'cause we've awakened, we've awakened, we've awakened. Step back and ask who controls the information. Think for yourself and let's start participation. Take your hand off snooze. We've awakened, we've awakened, we've awakened. We're pulling off the covers, we've opened our eyes. We see each other and we realize that we're not alone in this fight. So we must unite. Can you believe how far we've come? Don't let the darkness overrun what we've accomplished, what we've begun. Don't turn and run. Pull back the blinds, read between the lines. If you search deep, you will find the truth. They will come and try to divide us, disinformation to start and scrutinize us, but they got nothing on us, 'cause we've awakened, we've awakened, we've awakened. Step back and ask who controls the information. Think for yourself and let's start participation. Take your hand off snooze. We've awakened, we've awakened, we've awakened. We've awakened. So keep your hand off snooze. We've awakened.
We've Awakened by Abby Cook.
Amazing artist.
Much love, Abby. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in a while. Pop in when you can. So that one, I love that song. She, I'm gonna be there for her, for people when they come. This is an amazing emotional journey that we're all sharing together.
Yes, and it is, and it's hard. It's hard sometimes because you feel like you're on the front line, and in reality, you're very secure. You're very protected, and we are not divided. And the hurt has to be felt, but we get to the other side of it, and it's not going to be long now, and everyone that you've ever tried to red pill is going to see for themselves.
Yeah, and this is very personal journey for me, for my child, her kids, her kids. You know, attack me if you will. I'm terrible. I'm bringing you Q truth every day, and I will continue. They're not going to stop me. Whew, thank you guys. I just needed to show you that and share that with you on the fly. And much love to you guys. So, okay, together we are strong, and we've all awakened, and we're ready. So Q then posts these pictures here, Shady.
Somebody with a blue check mark is getting spanked.
Yep, we'll talk about that in a second because it's important to lead it up, right? So the peace is the prize is what all of these pictures are named. Look at that, beautiful. This is where our president and Kim Jong-un are going to meet. Peace is the prize. Peace is the prize. Look at that. Oh, wow, beautiful setup. Wow, you have to have some serious press credentials or security credentials to get in here. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. There's some magazines there in case you want to read. Oh, there's a weird glow right here. We'll look at that in a second. And well, this wasn't. So these are pictures that an anon, quote unquote, dropped. We are at war. Tomorrow's about peace. The future is ours. And then Q said, test 5. Q. Now, I have been beat up by a certain deep state shill operative that loves children, saying that I was taking Q posts out of context and they weren't actually Q posts. Well, they were, and they are. And Q is showing you that an anon will be able to drop on the board, which may be part of the Q team. That's my speculation. And that's my theory. And it's okay to have that theory. And I really want to just quickly go to the actual thread here. Oh, look, Shady. There's our Q again. In red. Oh, look at that, Shady. Here it comes. Sorry. I put it in the thread just so you guys can see it. Whoa! Okay. All right, so this is the future is ours, right? Anons have the originals is the next one, Shady. It says, Anons have the originals? How is that possible? Test 6, Q. Then we go down a little bit further, and these are the posts that actually went through from Anons and Q last night, early this morning, actually. But this is the guy. This is the wall bank guy. Let's go to his tweet, and you can talk to that real quick, Shady.
Yeah, so the whoever took the picture, okay, got blown up on Twitter. And the guy, what was the guy's name? Why don't I have that here? Where is that?
So his name is Derek Wallbank. And
Derek Wallbank. There it is. There it is. Right. I thought I had that up here.
And it says, what now?
What now?
All right. So let me take you through it because actually this is a hat tip to Praying Medic, and I was
going to say, yeah, I was Praying Medic. So
but I actually it's in my thread, but I actually forgot. Oh wait. Oh, look at the Mighty 200 is here. I'm proud. There we go. Oh look. We have one. There it is. All right, so basically what I wanted to show you is let me just hit back on this because I went forward to Wallbank. So this video, or excuse me, this person, Derek Wallbank, is of the media, okay? And Praying Medic, I don't know if he got it off the chans or not, but I'm giving him a hat tip on it. But if you look at the reflection right here, with the one I kind of pointed out earlier, there's a reflection. Wow, look at that interesting checkerboard shirt, and he's taking pictures in the reflection. Wow, it looks a lot like that shirt. Oh,
same shirt.
Oh, same shirt. Well, there it is. Oh, hey, Mr. Wallbank, how you doing? You look very liberal today. There he is right there. He's a breaker of news for Bloomberg, former chairman of the board at the National Press Club that censors you and only wants you to hear what we say, Mr. Wallbank. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. I'm part of the top 200 that you are afraid of. God bless you, Mr. Wallbank. I hope that we win. Now, this is another good Q post that every single pic posted is original, pulled, wiped, or taken. Think about what that means, Anons Patriots. What do you think? Do you
June
think
10th, this post was made to let us know that we have it all, meaning whatever they put on their devices, we have that too. And so we can light somebody's Twitter up a little ahead of time. He's like, Tori was saying that that lots of people were kind of bouncing around over this because they realize, everybody's, all these people with blue check marks are watching this stuff just as much as you are.
Yeah.
Just remember that. And now, they lit him up and he's like, what's going on? He's texting all his friends.
So Derek, go ahead and follow me. I'll follow you back. We can talk if you want to ask the question. You can follow any one of these anons here. Follow Shady. Anybody on Twitter. So we want you to ask the question, Derek. That's what's next. Ask the question. Show who Q really is. All right.
Ask someone who might really know.
You think he's going to do it?
I don't know.
I think he's asking for help for his handlers, right? What now? What to do now? Help!
Safety room.
So that's the thread that we've got so far from Q. Nothing really today except those tests. Every picture posted is original. Guys, look at all these beautiful comments underneath here. Q Patriot says it means they have it all. That's absolutely right. I will like that comment. Get under the tweet threads if you can and check it out. For example, if we want to see the what's under this tweet, we press right here and we cruise down. It becomes bigger on your Twitter screen and it comes down, keep going down, and these are the comments here. QAnon 76 being attacked by trolls. Wow, so we got iPod, Lisa May, QAnon 76, even Corticon. Who else has been attacked? I'm missing a bunch. Praying Medic, Jordan Sather, me. Okay, so everybody's being attacked by trolls. Who are the trolls now? Ask yourself the question: who does not want this word out? Who does not want you talking about Q? Well, I can tell you that this guy right here doesn't want you talking about Q. All right, so because of that guy's mug right there, I'm going to talk about Q. And I'm going to keep talking about Q. Shady, what do you think about that?
I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm not going to let the people that are doing this stuff on the side or the people that are doing this stuff with the blue check marks deter us. They're attacking any person who thinks that their content is valuable. That's what they're doing, and it's simple. They're attacking any person who says that you should maybe have an opinion of your own without, the only thing you're allowed to do is go to the Chan boards and get the information and decide for yourself. There should be no intermediary and no service or any work is valued to them. And that sounds like socialism to me. That sounds like the Democrat Party that wants everything for nothing. And I live in a republic and I have freedom. So I am going to stand in that freedom and I'm going to tell them all what they can kiss and we're going to move forward.
Yep, and Joanna Oyen says, keep up the great work. Feels so lonely out here. Sometimes so good to be here with other patriots. Joanna, you are not alone. And there's people closer to you than you can even imagine. We are still the silent majority. There's no doubt about it. People are coming to Q soon. Stay the course. Stay the course. And thank you very much for that. I also want to thank Pamela Adams again. Thank you for what you do. We actually, we actually just had to upgrade our website. intheMatrixx with 3x's.com. intheMatrixx3x's.com is now on its own dedicated server. All right, so we actually had to come out a little bit more for that. So if you do like our social network, if you do like intheMatrixx.com, on there we've got a PayPal and a Patreon to donate so we can keep continuing to do this stuff. We're hopefully coming through for you guys. This is the Q Army social network as well. We've got maybe close to 3,000 members and growing. We've got 12 million page loads. We're 58,000 most popular website in the United States. We're very proud of it. This is a rally point for us to try to get organized should anything go up as far as go down as far as Twitter. There's Terrence. There's an update on Terrence. There he is. Oh my God. Terrence goes home today after being brutalized in Maryland by a never Trumper. And that's absolutely amazing. Prayers for you, Terrence, and for your bravery. Also, make sure that you go to intheMatrixx with 3x's.com to check out the schedule, too. This one was an impromptu. It's not on the schedule today, but here are our schedules right there. You can share these schedules to your friends at YouTube simply by going to, here's the Matrixx Grooove Hour. We cruise to the actual event. Waiting for. That one's a little slow for some reason, but I've noticed a huge increase of of traffic on this site. Right now we've got 549 people, but you can actually share these events from here to Twitter, to Facebook, to wherever you want. We do also have another way if you guys do want something like a Q sent me shirt. With the meme, we got the flaming Q shirts. There's hoodies, shirts for women. Here's the Q sent me shirt. This one's been awesome. We've got the Matrixxx Groove Hour shirt if you want. Q sent me, woo! And that has no Matrixxx branding on it at all. It just helps fund what we're going to have to be doing in the future. And believe me, in the next few months, we're going to have to probably upgrade again. Shady, any final thoughts before we wrap this out? Because it looks like Trinity's cruising up here, and oh my gosh,
we're gonna have to get out of here in just a second. We don't want to miss the call. I would like to say to everyone, if you're having login issues and stuff, please just go and empty all of your cache files and clear your cache, relaunch, shut down your computer, relaunch. We're moving stuff around. We really had no idea we were going to be loading this many pages this fast and have this much activity. Truthfully, we were maxing out our activity. We were maxing out what we could do.
Oversubscribed, man. Over a quota.
Yeah, nobody was expecting that quite this many people so fast, but we are going to accommodate you. So do not worry. We have, we are a work in progress. We're working with you in real time. Your feedback is important, loved, and necessary. And before Trinity dials in, guys, I just want to say so much love. We are on a billboard in Times Square. How crazy is that? We are trying to bring the message right to them, guys. And so that's part of what we're doing. That's part of what you're creating. Realize that we are now in control. We are manifesting our reality in real time, and our reality is going to be abundance. It's going to be abundance, guys, and we're going to thrive. Humanity is built to thrive, not to struggle, and we're going to change that narrative with your help. Catch you next time, Anons. Let's get on out of here, Matrixxx.
Yes, sir. And we got a lot of great comments out here. Somebody just said, I'm late. Did I miss anything? It's okay if you're late. This will replay. We can replay this again. No worries. Guys, with that being said, I do see Trinity right out here with the phone. Much love to you. Thank you for your donations. Donations are our freedom. If you like what we're doing, please help out. We will keep expanding. We're bringing you actual good stuff. Hopefully, we're bringing you actually good content. We're giving you a place to hopefully meet up should Twitter, Facebook go down. We are trying to unite the movement because we are all united. KLC, thank you very much. Good to see you out there. And we'll catch you guys later. With that being said, we're heading out of the Matrix. Shady Groove in the Matrixxx. In the Matrixxx at 3x's.com. See you next time, guys. Much, much love. See ya.